Hey everybody, welcome to the shop. I'm going to do some more work on the 15 horsepower Pattin brothers. I'm waiting on a lot of things. I got to get a 1.5" tap for that hole. I got to get a 1" tap for this hole to clean them up, and a couple of odds and ends, so I'm kind of at a standstill with the bigger jobs. But I do need to make some oil liquors, or oil wicks I guess, for the liquors on the big and small end of the rod. Here's one that I made. I think it came out pretty well, so I'll show you how I went about making it. So I started out just with a piece of straight pipe threaded on one end, and this is the liquor on the big end of the rod. And you see it's a little bit, this is going to be a little bit too long, so that's good, so you can cut it to length. I'm going to cut it so there's about a 1/2 inch between the end of the pipe and the liquor on the bearing. Okay, now I've got the cut piece in the vise, and I'm going to wrap my wick on it. This stuff is, I believe it's a Nomex, which is, totally unnecessary for this, but I just happen to have it around. It's just the right shape and size and thickness and everything. But if you have some canvas strapping, or maybe something off of a backpack strap, whatever you have, this is what I happen to have. Now, I'm going to fold it on here and lash it around with wire. And one little trick while you're wrapping the wire around, I do this anytime I'm messing with wire. On the free end of the wire, put a little loop in it, like that. That way, when this stuff goes springing and sproinging around, if it gets you in the eyeball, it might hurt, but it's not going to do any real damage. Now, before the final wrapping, I just put some thin wire around there and made sure that I liked the length of the wick that is drooping down below, and I like it right there, so I'm going to wrap it down with wire. Okay, now it's ready to wrap. I'm going to bend the wire, I don't know, about 6 inches down. That'll be my tail. Wrap it around the pipe just below the end. Pull the wire tight and wrap the other end around. See, I wrap the long end over the tail. Now at this point I'm just going to cut off this green wire holding it all together. And continue wrapping it around. There, now we're all wrapped. I'm going to take the end of the wire, pull it nice and tight, twist it around, that'll lock it. Give it another twist or two for security. Twist that nice and tight, but be careful, don't twist it too much where it'll break. Bend this down. So it's out of the way. There you have it. Definitely not original, but I think it looks pretty nice. And if you ask me, this is what you would probably find in the oil field should a engineer lose a oil wick. I'm sure he would make something similar to this. And there you have it, everybody. Quick and simple. And if it ends up being a little bit too low or high, if you're careful, you can use a punch and a hammer and tap it up or tap it down to adjust the height. But I think this is just about right. So thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, stay tuned for more. I hope this engine will be running soon.